Guys, let's have an honest conversation, all right? So, two things happened this morning. As a matter of fact, two different conversations happened this morning involving the twin sisters, Wanni and Handi, and of course, Onyeka. Now, certain factors we need to consider here is, first off, these three are now friends, yeah? Whatever loopholes they had in their relationship before, they've patched it up. So they are friends now, right? And they have decided to give one another grace, right? Regardless of their excesses, they've decided to give one another grace and just forge ahead with that friendship. And aside that, they have built some level of trust, you know, amongst themselves. Yeah, so now they're in a good place. That's what I'm trying to say. They're in a good place now. They feel okay enough to allow Onyeka into their space and play with Sean, you know, as much as she wants to. That malice that used to exist because of Sean no longer exists between them. But ladies and gentlemen, there were conversations that happened this morning that just really threw me off. All right. Now, we're going to begin with the first conversation and then marry it to the next one. So, Wanni and Handi woke up this morning with Wanni really mad at Kellyrae. Why? Because of meat from the pool party. Now, we know how this thing works. We know how during the pool party, Kellyrae is the grill master and TJ assists or vice versa. And then what they do is to allow the meat to go around to everybody. They try as much as possible to curtail people that would normally rush to the grill, you know, when the thing is almost done, to come collect for themselves or their partners. And the people that are very much guilty of doing that a lot is Wanni and the Mbadiwe twins, OC especially. OC and Wanni, they're very much guilty of such, especially Wanni. And every time she's coming to collect meat, it's not even for herself. She's going to collect meat for Sean. According to her, Sean loves to eat meat. And because Sean is her man, her boyfriend, she's going to give her boyfriend whatever he wants. So in other words, it looks like Sean is the one that is always, you know, nagging, oh, mommy, mommy, I need meat. Mommy, mommy, your baby needs meat. And then like a dutiful mommy or chef, she would rush to the grill to go get meat. And it gets really infuriating because at the end of the day, people like Wanni or even the Mbadiwe twins, they might end up even eating more meat than other people. And other times, just like OC even confirmed last night, even Kellyrae, that is the grill master, sometimes he tends to sacrifice a lot for people to eat more meat than even him that is stationed at the grill. So last night, there was chicken and there was meat, or beef rather, chicken and beef. And so Kellyrae and TJ, they were trying to, you know, get it to be ready so that it will go around. So what Kellyrae did, which I saw with my own two eyes during the pool party, was that after the meat was ready, he had carried the thing and was going to go and, you know, share to people in the pool because most of the housemates were inside the pool. So he was going to go and share to everybody. And everybody got chicken. So the first round was chicken. And everybody had gotten a pieces of chicken. I clearly saw Kellyrae handing over chicken to the Mbadiwe twins, OC especially. OC literally put the whole thing in his mouth, ate it and dropped the bone in the plate. Everybody had a piece of chicken. And let me reiterate that Wanni, Handi, and Onyeka, they had their own piece of chicken at the same time. So they had chicken. Read my lips. They had chicken. Yes. Now, the second batch of the meat was actually beef. And we know how beef is, right? Beef shrinks when you fry it. When you cut it, it looks big. But the moment you fry it, it shrinks. It comes together, it becomes really small. And so, because Kellyrae wanted it to go around for everybody, what he decided to do was to put it on skewers so that people would take their own share and not have a situation where some will have and others will not. Now, OC was following him around and begging him for meat, but he refused. Now, I saw where someone had actually come to him. I can't remember who it was, but he actually set aside a large chunk of the meat and had given it to that person, that the person should go and share with someone else. And he had rightfully done so, because that particular piece of meat was actually big. If you cut it into two, each of it makes up for the actual piece that he was actually sharing to every other person in the house. And I am presuming that person was actually Wanni. So listening to Wanni complaining this morning about, oh, how would Kellyrae give her one meat to go and share with Sean? What kind of thing is that? Guys, it was so annoying. Really annoying to watch. And she was telling all sorts of lies. That the guy gave her and Sean just one meat to go and share. That why? And then she now brought about Kassia's inquiry as to why is it that every time she cooks, she's always giving Sean 3 meats, 2 meats, while she and her sister, they get just 1 piece of meat. And Handi now, you know, sometimes Handi follows Wanni up and down like a headless chicken. So she was siding with her sister like, am I complaining? Am I complaining? This morning was hectic, ladies and gentlemen. They went on and on about this issue, like literally dragging this meat matter. I mean, guys, it was very glaring that they were on a smear campaign against Kellyrae and Kassia. And the worst of it all is that they were telling lies about it. Now, there was another matter that they raised that, oh, Kassia on 3 different occasions had asked them why their belly is big. Why are they not working on their belly? You know, why are they leaving it like that? And the way they had said it, they made it look like Kassia was actually attacking them. Look at you. One is this belly is even better. One, you look at your own stomach, so big. So they were saying it that way. And one would think that Kassia was actually fighting them, you know, by saying those things. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a lengthy conversation to the point that Onyeka even joined them and they went to go and hide in the toilet. And they were talking about this matter. And guess what? Typical of Onyeka, she decided to turn it into a gossip accusation. That, oh, look at the way they even gossip. That, for them to have even said all of these things, that it means that they've been gossiping about them. That, who knows that they are even friends with Kassia, and Kassia is doing all these things. That means, Kassia and Victoria, they would have gossiped about her a lot. Automatically, she had brought in Victoria's name into the conversation. And they went on and on and on, calling Kassia, Kellyrae, and Victoria terrible gossips. And guys, I was just looking at these people, and the only thing that was going through my head was, look at them. Chronic gossips. Like terrible, spineless gossips. People that peddle false information around the house and gossips around people around the house. Look at them accusing others of gossiping. Like their garment is whiter than everybody else's garment in that house. And you know, the annoying part was that they kept on talking about, oh, if I have anything to say to you, I'll say it to your face. I said, okay, fine. Let's see how you can actually say all of these nasty things you're saying to their face. That is Kassia, Kellyrae, and Victoria. And so opportunity presented itself. Almost immediately, Big Brother instructed the housemates to leave the house and go out to the garden. And they were out in the garden for, I think, for over 30 minutes. Yeah, over 30 minutes. And guess what? The 3 saints could not even grow some balls to go and confront Kellyrae and Kassia and also Victoria. And that's for Onyeka. Instead, they were whispering and they were reporting the whole matter all over again to Sean. And I loved what Sean did. Sean was actually trying to remind them that they actually had chicken, that can't they remember? And they were still adamant that no, they did not have any meat. There was that one meat that Kellyrae gave to them to go and share. I'm like, wait, I don't understand. Is it that these girls actually have selective amnesia or what? And you see, Sean was actually telling them straight that no, you people had meat, but they were denying it. And then they brought on the whole Kassia situation. Oh, Kassia is talking about our tummy, that our tummy is big. And Sean was trying to let them understand that, look, first of all, I don't think she actually meant it in the wrong way, because Onyeka too makes jokes with me like that. But if it's something you don't like, why don't you just address it right there and then? Why do you have to leave it to fester and then now you're upset about it? But guys, you know these twins, they will always look for ways to, you know, drag this smear campaign against the people that they are obviously talking about. And they went on and on and on and on, dragging this matter down. And guys, I was very, very irritated, because it was very obvious that they were lying. Because this was something that we actually watched. We actually saw this live and direct. And I was really glad, because a lot of people on social media were actually bringing out video and picture evidences to show that these girls actually ate meat. They did eat meat. But you know what their bone of contention with Kellyrae is? It is over the fact that they are so used to having the lion's share in the house. Whether they are cooking for themselves or for the general house, they are so used to eating more meat or fish than any other person. And worst of it all is when they pack all of these meat, it's like they're trying to impress Sean that, oh, our husband, we can actually hustle for food for you. Don't worry, we can take care of you. All you have to do is just exist as our baby boy. Your mommies will take care of you. And Sean too will stay. You don't need to stay and be receiving and eating and eating and eating. And another annoying part of it all was Onyeka adding her mouth to the conversation. Knowing fully well that they are lying, she too added to the lie. Now, speaking of Onyeka, ladies and gentlemen, one would have thought that, okay, since they now have this sisterhood relationship going on between them or amongst them, that she would be mindful of the things that she says. But obviously that was not the case, because afterwards, like few moments later, Sean was joking with Onyeka. I don't even know what he said, but it did not look like it was a joke, because Sean looked like he was actually upset. Now, they were obviously in the kitchen. Sean, Wanni, and Handi, they are doing their normal morning food preparation, right? And Onyeka was sitting with Ozzy at the dining, and that was where she turned to Ozzy and said, oh no, that Sean is not well taken care of. That she wished that she could actually take care of him, cook for him, just take care of him and make sure he's okay. But, she doesn't know how Wanni and Handi are going to take it, But the guy is not well taken care of. And guys, just like I was taken aback, just like I was shocked, Ozzy was equally irritated. Now, here's what I was thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. Think of a scenario where, as a woman, you're married, right? And your friend, your female friend, knows your husband, and you allow your female friend to, joke around with your husband and just be friendly with your husband, likewise your husband. And then your female friend is going around telling people that your husband does not look well catered to. What does that mean? How are you going to take it? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a male, also reverse the situation and put yourself in that situation. How would you take it if you hear that your female friend, someone you confide in, that you've told about your trauma, your dark days, your past, the person is telling people, someone else, that your man does not look well taken care of, that you want to take care of him, you want to cook for him? Isn't that the person labeling you as one who is very inadequate of taking care of their lot? Like, guys, that was exactly what Onyeka was doing. And Ozzy was so irritated. He was literally setting her straight. He said, Onyeka, why are you trying to insert yourself there? I mean, guys, Ozzy was taken aback. And he was literally, reprimanding her. He said, why are you doing that? Now, you people have a solid friendship. It's not like before that there were doubts and lies and loopholes. Now people have sealed your friendship and you're trying to cross this boundary. Why is it that you don't have boundaries? What do you mean by he doesn't look well taken care of? And Onyeka was making her case. She was defending herself that, it's Sean. No, Sean told me that he's upset with me, that I don't look after him, this and that. And I really want to take care of him. Maybe after the show, I'll be taking him out to go and buy him food to eat. I say, yeah? Is it that bad? I mean, how does it look like Sean is not well fed in that house by Wanni and Handi? Those two girls that literally has made it their life's mission to be Sean's cook, Sean's nanny in that house. I mean, here we are talking about how these girls hoard food and then give the biggest portion to Sean to eat. It's like the guy is like one fat chicken that they keep on feeding and feeding and feeding, mommy feeding babies. And then Onyeka is there making it look like Sean is not well taken care of. Like, what exactly does she mean? Is there more to this that meets the eye? Because Ozzy was so offended, like he was setting her straight. Like, you don't do that. You should observe boundaries, respect boundaries. These are your friends. How do you think they will take it if they hear you say something like that? What makes you think he's not well fed, he's not well taken care of? Look at them, they're in the kitchen, they are cooking. What do you mean? And Onyeka was still standing her ground. I mean, guys, I know that she's actually playing a game. I know that her strategy is to be in everybody's business, to be everywhere. But the fact that she had to come from that angle, I just found quite annoying. But I would love to know how you would interpret that statement she made in your own opinion, all right? So please share in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on another video soon. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day.